Good morning, YouTube. Say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Leeds. I am hot. I have to take my coat off. I've had to take my shawl off. Oof. It is 9:30 on Sunday, the 26th of September. We're off to Yarndale. So we just checked out of the hotel. The reason I'm so hot, we just checked out of the hotel. We've dropped the suitcase in the car. We're now walking to the train station to go and get our train to Skipton, which I think is about 45 minutes away. And then we're going to go and squish all the yarn. And obviously, I'm going to take you all with me. So, I hope that you enjoy a little trip to a yarn festival. Is this my third yarn festival of the year? We did Farnham. Maybe it's my second.
Yeah, second.
I don't know. I think it's my second. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy coming along with me. I will share lots of woolly goodness. Ammonite yarns are there, which is going to be lovely to see the Welsh lot. Toft are there. Get to go and see some Toft people and squish some Toft yarn. And yeah, we're not really in the market for anything. We discussed this at breakfast. I do not need any more wool.
Famous last words.
I'm also going to buy some wool. There we go. Right. I hope that you're sitting comfortably. I hope you've got your knitting or your crochet while you watch this video. You've got a drink, a cup of tea. I could do with a cold glass of squash now because I am boiled. Pop. Oh, yeah. But you don't need to know about that. Right. Anyway, on to Skipton. We are at Leeds, obviously, you've just seen that, and we've got 27 minutes until the train. I don't know why I walk so quickly.
Well, we're here.
We are here in plenty of time, but I'm boiling. I've literally, practically run across the centre. We're going to be late for the train, we can't miss the train, they're only every hour. No, we're not going to be late for the train, we've got 27 minutes. We are here and we are backlit. The sun is shining and we are 10 minutes early. Timed entry for social distancing, which is brilliant. And we are now queuing. We walked from the station. It was a long trek. I'm even hotter than I was. I cooled down when we were on the train and now I'm boiling again. I'm not wearing my shawl. I don't know how he's got a scarf and a coat on. You are crazy.
I'm okay, actually.
He is crazy. Right, let's go squeeze some yarn. Okay, quick bit of footage. He's changed. We did a show and tell at Toft, although we didn't get any video of that. There'll be a photo that they took of us with our show and tell, so I'll put that in. We're done. We've been there 2.5 hours, I think, and we are now heading for the train station. I will record a wrap-up bit later on, and I will share what I bought. I haven't gone crazy. I bought some lovely little things, but we're now going to head home and try and get an earlier train. So we might be able to get a train an hour and a half earlier than we planned, which means we can leave because we have to drive home to Cardiff. But yeah, 2.5 hours. I think that's quite respectable at a yarn show. We follow the same strategy that we did in Unravelled. We went up and down, looked at every stall, didn't buy anything, then decided what we wanted to buy, and then we went boom, 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 done. Bish, bash, bosh, no nonsense. So, yeah. There's the Unravelled, there's the sheep. I'm now holding us up because we've got a train to catch. Back in Leeds. Walking back to the car. Got an earlier train, which is brilliant because we've got a 4-hour drive home now. You won't have to have the 4-hour drive because in a minute you'll see the wrap up and you'll see what I bought. Had a brilliant day out. I like a yarn show. Who doesn't like who doesn't like a yarn show? There we go. God, he's walking me quick. I haven't done this much walking in ages. Why are we walking so fast? I will be back momentarily with the wrap up. And just like that, we're home. So Monday morning, it's about 7:45. I'm filming this before I go to work because when I come home from work, it'll be darker and I want to be able to edit all the footage together and get it up online. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit gravelly. It's early morning. I have my coffee. We got back about 8:45, I think it was. We left about 2 hours early because we caught an earlier train, as you saw. And part of me's like, oh, it was only a 4-hour drive. But then if we did leave when we were meant to, I think we would have got home like 11:30, midnight. There was one road, it wasn't a full road closure, but on the motorway nearby us, ironically, we got all the way home, and then in just 15 minutes down the road, part of the motorway was closed. So we sat in traffic for that for a while. And for those of you not in the UK, if you're hearing about how the UK is going mental for petrol, I won't get into Brexit and driver shortages and all the rest of it, but the media have ripped up a storm and we've now got a petrol crisis. So I had to stop at 3 garages on the way home as well to try and find petrol. And I almost wanted to put a little sign up saying, I'm not panic buying petrol, I just need petrol because I'm travelling from Leeds to Cardiff. But anyway, we stopped for petrol. I got home late last night. And it was a brilliant show. I'm really glad I went. Never been to Yarndale before. Was chatting to lots of the vendors and they were saying that it was very busy. Had been quite consistent Saturday and Sunday, which was really good to hear. The yarn show itself felt very safe, very COVID compliant. COVID compliant? Are there COVID police these days? COVID secure, COVID safe. You saw the staggered entry times. We were a little bit early. We had to wait for our slot so they could manage. Once everybody was in, you were in. So the staggered times obviously weren't around limiting the numbers of people in there, but it was very much around making sure that people didn't all congregate at the entrance all at the same time. So the stagger seemed to help. There was a one-way system. So if you imagine the hall is a big square, you had up and down each lane, which was great. Again, no one was really policing that, but they didn't really need to. Most people were following that and going through the one-way system. Masks were optional because it's technically, as it's in a cattle shed, sheep market thing, it's exposed to the elements on lots of sides. So there's a constant flow of fresh air, and it was actually that constant flow of fresh air and being open to the elements, which is why I was told to wrap up warm. And I'm glad I've got a t-shirt on today because I'm hot already and it's like only 7:45. But if I'd had a t-shirt on yesterday, I think it would have been a bit better. I was very hot. I didn't need my coat and I didn't need my scarf, but there we go. So yeah, so the show itself was really, really good. So obviously, thank you if any of the organisers end up watching this. Thank you for putting on the show and making sure that it was safe for everybody. And of course, thanks to the vendors for actually turning up and allowing us to come and squish your wool. It was a really good day out. I would go again. Lots and lots of stalls. What I thought was really nice, because it was a bigger show than when I went to Unravelled earlier in the year, as well as all of the yarn the yarn stalls. You had lots of there was loads of spinning people there, and lots of other crafts. There was someone was doing macrame, there was someone doing needlework, there was someone doing felting, all on their stalls and kind of selling all of the things that go with that. You might have seen some of those in some of the earlier footage. So it was a really nice day out, and I'd definitely go back. And if you're in the area, because Cardiff's not in the area to Leeds, but if you can get there, it is a really good show. I would recommend you go. It wasn't, a few strange things happened, and it was lovely strange, but for me, it just felt completely, oh my God, wow. I was approached and spotted, because I'm obviously a YouTube sensation. I was spotted 4 times. A lovely people coming up to me and saying, "Hi, are you Martin? I watch your blogs." And it was just the loveliest. Like, I got a little bit embarrassed the first time, and then the second time, and then I didn't get used to it, obviously. And I'm not a big thing. I'm just a guy that sits on the floor in his house talking about wool. And I started this blog in lockdown. We've been going just over a year. You know, I checked in earlier on in the week. Earlier last week. We've got 1,500 followers now, which isn't a huge following, but it's a lovely... It's grown organically. It's grown really naturally over the last year, and it's lovely to meet people in real life. I went to a stall and a lady's like, "Oh, hi, how are you? Are you filming? Are you going to film my stall?" I was like, "Yeah, probably. Is that okay?" So yeah, it was really, really strange, but really, really lovely to say hi to people and put faces to names. So if you saw me and you said hello, thank you very much. And if I was a little bit embarrassed, it's just because it's very strange and very new. But yeah, that was really lovely. So in terms of my wares, I've been very good. This isn't going to take very long. Of course, those of you that have watched along for these videos for a while know I don't need any more yarn. And I know you're all shouting, but no one needs more yarn. We just curate a collection. But having only just been to Unravelled, and you all know my plans for the rest of this year with the baby stuff and the blankets, and I've got like 28 balls of wool on order with ammonite for the baby blanket. I was really, really disciplined. I said to Mark, I'm not going mad. I'm not buying sweater quantities of yarn. I'll just get a few little bits that jump out at me. So the one thing I did pick up, you saw in the video, the Toft stand. It was so lovely to see Toft back out on the road. We did show and tell. I took along some of my makes. Kerry wasn't there because someone in the family has tested positive, I think. There was something COVID related, so Kerry wasn't there, but Tash was there and Rachel was there. And as you know, my love of Toft and the Toft patches. So the plan, I think I've said this before, the plan is that every one of the members of staff have their own patch. And if you go to a yarn show and they're at the show, you get to pick up their patch. So this is Rachel, the Bedlington Terrier. So I did my show and tell, as you saw in the picture, and then Rach gave me a patch. So this is another one to add to my growing patch collection, and another make that I'm going to need to do as part of my patch project. So that was lovely to see the team and pick up my patch. Then I picked up these lovely little stitch markers. I need to maybe wobble the camera. Hold on. I need to pick. Oh, that seamless. I could have done that without you noticing, but you know, the postcard was underneath the tripod, and you just know if I didn't do that, I'd have pulled it out and you'd have gone everywhere. Anyway. Oh, it's early to be babbling, isn't it? Right. So this was Sarah Watkins. I do apologise for the sun. It's really early and we're 5 floors up in the flat, so you just have to put it with the morning sunshine. But Sarah Watkins Pattern Designs, thread holder and needle minder. Love the little brand in there with the little people in the snow. I picked up some stitch markers, because who doesn't need more stitch markers? So it comes in a little tin. Little tin for little things, and these are just the cutest. So there are 4 stitch markers in this lovely little, you can see the bees, topical at the moment. Oh, I didn't win the TOF competition, by the way, but it's fine. I love taking part. And some of the photos of the winners were amazing. But yeah, lovely little bees. So we've got these lovely little bunnies. Look at those. And these lovely little bears. They're just so cute. I really love natural wood items, and seeing these little bunnies and these little bears. I saw them. Sarah's stand was the first stand that I saw. And I said to Mark immediately, do we need to go back and get them? So I've got some new stitch markers. I love stitch markers. So I've got those. Then went to see Attic Spin Dye. Was the stall holder who I was chatting to about filming. The lovely Andy and Angela are the duo behind Attic Spin Dye. So I picked up some sock yarn. So these are 50-gram skeins, and Mark actually chose these. So this is the Rocker Bunny Mashup colorway. It is superwash merino and nylon 75-25 and 425 meters for 2 50-gram skeins. So let me see if I can spin you around ever so slightly. So there's a little bit less of the sunlight. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. So got this lovely sort of dusky pink, lovely little sort of dusky pink speckle flecks with the dark grey. And then we've got this bright, vibrant pink with the greys and the creams. So bought that, and I was waving this around earlier, so you've seen this as well. This is called Black Death, and again is the same. So 50 grams in superwash merino and nylon. So the plan with these two is to make socks. I buy all this sock yarn and I never make socks, and I know you're all like, I don't think I've ever seen you make socks. I can make socks. So I'm gonna make some socks for Mark, I promise. And I bought a sock yarn at Unravel, and I have said to him, the sock yarn from Unravel can stay in the knitting crates that I've got where I put all my stash, and I'll keep these out and I will start some socks. So the plan is obviously to split this in half. So I've got 2 25-gram skeins, and then we will do matching cuffs, heels and toes with the contrast colour. So hopefully Mark will get 2 pairs of socks at least out of this. I wonder if I might, yeah, 2 pairs of socks. I won't be able to make socks for me. I've got really big feet. So love this from Attic Spin Dye. And also, which I didn't realise, in a bag, there was a little bag within a bag, and we had a little sachet of tea, and a little mini skein. Look at that. Love that colourway. And it must be new. I don't think it's it's either a new trend that's passed me by and I'm not very trendy, or it's it's either been there a while and I've just not noticed it, or it's a new trend. That's what I was trying to say. Mini skeins were everywhere. Like, it felt like all I saw at different stalls were mini skeins. So thank you for that lovely little extra, Attic Spin Dye, and a lovely little cup of tea. So that's that. And then the last thing that I bought, yes, I told you, I didn't go mad. So you will have seen the stall that I said it's never too early to talk about Christmas. I think I put that on. So they were called Cuddle Bums, and it was such a fun stall. Very bright, very neon, very crazy. And they had lots of mini skeins. And then you could see that they had like the mini skein chocolate box, lovely little box, and then these were kind of wrapped up. Some of the chocolatey box ones were smaller than this. And they had Christmas crackers that you could fill your own. So you could buy the cracker and choose some skeins off the shelf and make a cracker. They had pre-designed advent calendars, and then just loads of these mini skeins. So I bought a kit to make a cowl. So it comes with a pattern. Obviously can't show you because it's got a pattern on it. But very, very simple cowl, which will be, so you get 100 grams of the natural yarn, and this is super squishy. This is 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. Oh, it's going to be glorious. So I love that. So the white is going to, or it's called natural, but you know, the white undyed is going to be the frame color. And then I've got these mini skeins that are going to be all of the colors. So I will probably work out some kind of color transition, similar, something like that maybe. So we'll kind of do pink to orange to yellow to green to blue, something like that. And then yeah, so you get the honeycomb design, which if you watch my West Knits video, you'll remember last year's Mystery Knit Along started with the honeycomb pattern in the middle. So yes, so these are by Cuddle Bums. These are highlighter minis is the colorway, and they're just so bright and vibrant. I love them. I appreciate they're blowing out in the camera because of this light. Every time I move you, the sun moves. Can we just like tell the sun to stop moving? There we go, that's a bit better. So yeah, they're just so bright and vibrant. So there are 100 grams here, 225 meters. They're 75% superwash and 25% nylon. So they are going to go gloriously together. And it was a really great stall as well. It was lovely to be able to chat. I believe they were a husband and wife. I didn't catch their name. I'm very sorry if you do see this. Husband and wife, and these were pre-prepared in a kit. But the minis that came in the kit were pastel, so almost very similar shades, blues, purples, pinks, oranges, but they were pastel-y colours, so very, very muted. And I asked if I could swap them out. And the husband said, I'm sure that's fine, but it's not my business. And if I do it and I do it wrong, the wife is going to shout at me. So can you pop back? So I popped back, and they said, yeah, that was fine. So it was lovely to be able to swap those out. And I'm very excited to try that. And that was it. That was all I bought. I could have gone wild. There were so many stalls there, so many businesses. And obviously you want to support everybody, but then equally you've got to work out that I haven't got a big, I've got a big stash-ish. But it's just there looking at me, and I didn't want to add too much to it. So I'm really happy with what I bought. I had a great day out at the show, picking up all my bits. And yeah, I would recommend that you go. We had a brilliant weekend away. We did 2 days in London, then we went up to Leeds, and then we went to the show. So it was brilliant to be able to buy some yarn and talk to lots of lovely people, and I'm really glad that I filmed a little mini vlog. So I hope that you have enjoyed coming along to Yarndale with Mark and I. please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. As always, if you don't subscribe and you are a regular viewer, please click on the subscribe button. It helps me to grow my community and it doesn't cost you anything. And there are now over 1,500 of us, which is just bonkers. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, again, please think about giving that subscribe button a click, and then you'll get notified of all my new content. So I'm going to edit this together. I'll get this loaded up hopefully on Monday evening. It's Monday today, the 27th of September, and my West Knit yarn should arrive today from FedEx. It was due to come, ironically, on Thursday, and we weren't here, so I've had to rearrange delivery, so it should be coming today. So then hopefully in a week, no, it won't even be a week, will it? Because the yarn along starts a week. Oh, it could be a week. So yeah, maybe this time next week, there will be another video with my West Knits unboxing. At some point I need to do my September wrap-up video. It's not going to be very long. I've not really done anything in September. I have got a finished object and I have made some good progress on my jumper. So I'll do a quick, it might even be a pod edit because there's not that much to tell you. There'll be a September roundup video. So yeah, so thank you as always for dropping by. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're all well. And until we speak again, happy crafting.